Hello everyone, welcome to today's session. I am Susmita Vardhini, working as Functional English and Life Skills Trainer in Andhra Pradesh Social Welfare Residential Schools, Singaraikonda, Prakasham District. Today our session is about Functional English. Generally, what would we do when we were given a task, work, or if we have a doubt? The very common thing we do is we sit with our friends, colleagues, and share our views, thoughts, isn't it? Yes, we do the same. By doing so, what would we get? Or what's the result? We get many different answers to our questions or clarification to our doubts. Yes. So, students, this way or process of sharing or discussing our views or thoughts among us or in a group is called group discussion. So, today our topic is group discussion. Now, let us see what is a group discussion. A group discussion is an important activity and it is also conducted in a systematic way, and it's important to exchange the thoughts, ideas and feelings. This exchange of thoughts, ideas and feelings is done only through oral communication. Here, in a group discussion, the exchange of ideas and thoughts take place in a particular order or in a structured way. This group discussion is an effective tool in problem solving, decision making, and personality assessment also. Though this group discussion is conducted in a competitive mode, it is not there to clear or clarify you as a winner or the others as losers. Debate and group discussion. Coming to group discussion and debate, there is difference between them. Though they seems to be the same, but some variations are there among the group discussion and a debate. A debate is either winning or a losing process, whereas a group discussion is an expression of your own point of view and respecting other point of views or thoughts in the group discussion. A debate is a perfect situation for expressing exact and in-depth emotions. That means we can express our views, emotions and feelings in-depthly in a particular situation. But in a group discussion, we cannot do that. It is more than that emotion. In a debate is a competitive one, whereas a group discussion is a cooperative group process. Here, in a debate, a speaker can speak either positively or negatively. A debate consists of two groups. One group will speak positively and the other group will speak negatively. Or if one group speaks something, the other group opposes what the other group is speaking. Whereas in a group discussion, the speaker can express both positive and negative thoughts of the particular topic. Now let us see the objectives of group discussion. Here are some objectives in a particular group discussion. Team playing skills. The main motive of group discussion is to check your team playing skills. And this group discussion is conducted in a competitive mode. Here, they ensure academic success. The group discussion skills help us to attain or ensure academic success, popularity, and good admission or a job offer. Subject knowledge. Its main objective or another important objective is to know how well you know about the topic or how well you know about the subject and speak about it. Opportunity to express opinions and thoughts. The main aim of this group discussion is to provide the members of the group with an opportunity to express their opinions and thoughts and to clear the problems as well. We have discussed what are the objectives of a group discussion. Now, in order to conduct a group discussion, we should select the groups, we should form the groups, and we should know how we select the team, on which criteria or which are the characteristics they must have in order to participate in a group discussion. This selection of groups in a group discussion is mainly based on four main talents of the group individuals. Let us see what are those four main characteristics. First one is subject knowledge. Second one, oral communication skill. Third one, leadership skill. Fourth one is team management skill. Subject knowledge. Friends, here subject knowledge plays an important part in a group discussion, and the participants must have a thorough understanding of the topic on which they are supposed to speak in the group discussion. The candidate must be prepared well to talk on the subject. Then only he can acquire a great knowledge and idea about that particular topic. One should have a wide range of idea on the current events, national and international affairs. He should have grip on social, economical, scientific and environmental issues. In order to gain complete knowledge or information about all these above issues, what would we do? We should read daily newspapers, good magazines, national and international journals. One should watch informative programs on the television also. Once if you have this particular or perfect and great knowledge of the subject or the topic in that particular group discussion only, we can be confident and be able to generate ideas as well as present them perfectly in a group discussion. Second one is oral communication skills. Friends, in addition to the subject knowledge, communicational skills are also important, as without expressing our thoughts or views through communication, subject knowledge is of no use. Only through communication, the ideas and thoughts are exchanged in a group discussion. Isn't it? Yes. Here, one should have good communication skills as they include active listening expression. One should have a perfect knowledge as well as good vocabulary. Then only the person with all the above skills or talents can speak confidently and clearly in a group discussion. Do you agree? Yes. Friends, here is another important skill, that is listening skill. Generally, people love to hear their own voice in a group than the others. Yes, we all do the same mistake in group discussions also. Listening is equally important to speaking in a group discussion. What happens if you don't listen to the others in a group discussion? If you don't listen to them, you cannot respond properly or accurately. Isn't it? Yes. So, it is very important to listen very carefully while the others are speaking. Then only you can have a good connectivity to the topic in the discussion. This quality makes the person a good leader in the group. Another important thing we should remember is our voice. Our voice should be smooth and cheerful. We should always be perfect about our vocabulary also. By using simple language without lengthy sentences, we should be polite and cool. We should always try to be patient and balanced during the group discussion. The last skill is the leadership skills. Another important skill. Here in a group discussion, the success of any team depends on the capability of the leader. Particularly, there is no appointed leader in a group discussion, but the one who possesses self-confidence, good communication skills, listening skills, patience, and decision-making skills will come out as a natural leader. Important to note that leaders should know how to deal with the team members who make L in the group without any reason. Good leaders will all have the above qualities and they try to deal with any type of problem that arise in the particular group. Friends, we have already discussed what is a group discussion, what are the differences between a debate and a group discussion, what are the objectives of a group discussion, and how we'll select the groups for a group discussion. Now let us see what are the advantages of a group discussion. Here are some advantages and let us see. Helps in academic success. These group discussion skills also help in academic success and also gives the popularity and good admission or a good job offer. Improves language skills. Helps to improve the LSRW skills and also vocabulary of the particular student or person. Improves academic knowledge. The improvement of combined talents to provide innovative talents in the particular group discussion. Ideas can be generated. Ideas can be generated and also shared and thus exhibited by that particular person. Develops self-confidence. Here, through the group discussion, self-confidence skills also are developed. Provides support and growth. Groups provide a support and growth for any institution or particular student or person. Now, let us see the expectations of the panel. Means qualities a person should possess in a group discussion. This depends how good you are at communication with others. Here are the qualities that a person should possess in a group discussion. Team player, initiative, awareness, assertiveness, flexibility, leadership skills, and creativity. Last one is problem solving and critical thinking skills. Team player. This group discussion tests how you function as a part of a team. Initiative means a person capable of doing things independently or take opportunity to do things before others do. This is nothing but the person acts independently or take initiative before other people do that particular task or work. Awareness. This awareness is nothing but well known about a particular topic or a situation. The person who is very particular about or if he knows well about the subject or he is very good at that particular topic. Nowadays, most people are aware of the dangers of sunbathing. Assertiveness. Person who is very confident and fearless. It's a skill regularly referred to in communicational skills. Flexibility. This is a skill that he is ready or able to change or adjust to the different situations. When we people used to say a particular person is very flexible, he used to adjust to the concerned situations, or he is ready or able to change his mood or attitude according to the situations. Leadership skills and creativity. Creativity means nothing but the person who thinks differently, who did his work differently, not in a normal way. Problem solving and critical thinking skills. Now let us see what are the phases in a group discussion. There are three phases, and first one is initiation or introduction. Second one, the central group discussion or the body of the group discussion. Summarization and conclusion. Let us see what is initiation or introduction. When you give introduction about a particular topic in a group, if we make a favorable first impression with your subject knowledge and communication skills, it will help you to sail through the discussion. Yes, the second one is the central group discussion. This consists of quotes, definitions, questions, facts, figures, short story, and general statements with examples. In this central group discussion, the individual or person who is participating in a group discussion, they try to give some definitions or show some facts or figures explained through short stories about that particular topic. And the last one is summarization or the conclusion. Every group discussion is summarized at the end. You can summarize or give a conclusion based on the majority of the views or thoughts of the team members about that particular topic. Friends, we have already discussed about the objective phases in a group discussion. Now we will see what are the do's in a group discussion. In order to participate effectively in a group discussion, we need to follow some do's. What are they? First one, keep eye contact while speaking. We should not look at the evaluators only. We should keep eye contact with every team member. Initiate the group discussion. Initiate the group discussion only when you understand the group discussion topic clearly and have some topic knowledge. Allow others to speak. Do not interrupt anyone in between while you are speaking. If you don't agree with his or her thoughts, do not snatch their chance to speak. Instead, please wait or make some notes and clear the points when it's your turn. Another important thing we should follow is be a good listener. Always try to listen to the others in the group. Maintain voice modulation. Here, your voice should be audible and clear while you are speaking in the group discussion. Time management. Friends, time management is an important thing we should follow. While speaking in a group discussion, time management is important. So, make short contribution of 25 to 30 seconds of 3 to 4 times. And also, you should speak politely and pleasantly, and also disagree politely. Friends, We have discussed what are the phases and what are the do's, that means what we should do in a group discussion. Now, let us discuss how important these group discussions at the career level. Here, train yourself to discuss and argue. These group discussion skills help you to train yourself to discuss and argue about the topic given particularly. Helps to express views on serious subjects. Helps to express your own views on particular topics and serious subjects. Improves thinking, listening and speaking skills. These group discussional skills helps you to improve your thinking, listening and speaking skills a lot. Promotes confidence level. These group discussion skills helps you to improve or develop your confidence levels. Friends, hope you all like this session. Thank you.